Hey, Positively Presto people, Mr. Jones here with our wonderful, incredibly talented student, Nicola. Say hey, Nicola.
Hi.
Great to see you. Nicola is an incredible success story who we are immensely proud of at Presto Music School. Nicola, if you'd be so kind, just tell us, if you don't mind, about your recent grade 8 piano result, please.
Oh my word. Yeah, it was a massive shock to me, but I passed with a distinction. It was 90 something percent, 96, I think, maybe something like that.
Just the most amazing result. So first of all, congratulations. Let's backtrack a little bit as well. So how long have you been playing? Not that I don't know this, but tell our viewers how long you've been playing for.
It's about 8 or 9 years now that I've been playing. Yeah, so I would have been like 34-ish, something like that. When I started playing.
Still immensely young, of course, but you and I were chatting. You and I have known each other a long time. But you and I were chatting before about the fact that many students sometimes get put off from the perspective of, oh well, I'm 15, I'm far too old to be learning an instrument or something. What's your observations on that?
I just think you're never too old to learn anything. There's so much to learn, and for me, ever since being a kid, it was something I really wanted to do. I just always loved piano music. I look in awe at other people playing the piano and just wish I could do that. And I'd always said, I'm going to do that one day. And I didn't have the chance to do it as a kid. I did do another instrument, but I still just wanted to do the piano. And when my daughter was, so she would have been like 5-ish at the time, I thought, right, I want her to start having music lessons, and I'm going to do it too, because why not?
And you're smashing it. You're not just doing piano lessons. It's just fantastic. So many things to ask you, but to tell us what is it you enjoy the most about it? Because when you say that you would hear people playing and you'd be inspired, it's you that's that inspirational performance. Now you're the person playing the pieces that people aspire to play. So you're doing it. You're absolutely doing it. So what is it you enjoy the most now?
So right now I'm loving, because I've gone through the grades and the exam pieces and stuff, and done some fun other pop songs and stuff in between, but I think from the outset what I really wanted to be able to do is just hear a piece of music and be able to sit down at a piano and recreate that myself. I guess the next step at that, when I've mastered that, would be to then start writing my own stuff. I would love to. I'm seeing Lexi, my daughter, doing it now, writing her own songs, and I'd love to do that. So that'll be my next step, I guess.
If only there was somebody you could speak to on that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a passion of yours. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I did GCSE music, because I play violin as well, or I did when I was younger. And so I did GCSE music. I was nowhere near as good as my daughter is now at it, but I remember part of it was the composing your own pieces, and that was the bit that I enjoyed the most from that. So I'd love to build on that.
Brilliant. Well, we certainly will help you with that, no question at all. Tell me about how out of all the things that you're currently succeeding at, though, there must be challenges along the way. What would you say is the most challenging out of all the current things that are going on? What are you trying to push yourself more on now?
So I think my sort of journey so far has been very much taking pieces of music and learning to play them very much by following the music to the letter as it's written, which is fine, and you've got to kind of go through that process, I guess. But what I find challenging, and my daughter is the other way around, really. What I find challenging is taking something as it's written and just coming up with my own version of it, or embellishments to it, or just doing so within when I was doing my grade music exams, there's an element, isn't there, where you can do either sight reading or I forget what it's called now.
The accompaniment side.
The accompaniment.
Yeah.
And I naturally lean towards the sight reading every time. I just didn't have that confidence to make it up. Yeah. You know, just be given some chords and make something up around it. I didn't have the confidence to do that. So that's my challenge now. That's what I'm sort of trying to work on at the minute.
It's funny, isn't it? Especially when I was a student doing those exams, you wouldn't have caught me doing the sight reading exercises for a gold pig, irrespective of how big that pig was. You know, creativity was something that I would always towards, and it's great to see your daughter do the same thing through our lessons now as well. And that's something that's very much her strength. It's nice to see that it's nice to hear you talk about the fact that the strength that she demonstrates as something that you aspire to, and yet the exact thing that she wants to improve upon is your strength. How lovely is that?
It is good. It's good. We can help each other. I'd been doing an Elton John piece lately, and there was just a little bit that I kept listening to over and over, and I couldn't quite get it. And I said, Lexi, come and help me with it. And she just goes, da-da-da-da, there you go. And I was like, right, okay, yeah. So she's teaching me how to listen out for, you know, the notes and what I'm doing wrong, and helping me, and I'll help her with the sight reading stuff as well.
There's something that anybody who's seen any of these interviews will have heard me say once or twice before: the fact that music does indeed look like it sounds like it feels, and it feels like it looks. To actually truly get to grips with that, whereby you can see the patterns within the music are reflected in the physicality, are reflected in the sound of it, and when you can interpret all three of those, it genuinely unlocks music. And that would be something that obviously we help you more and more as we progress. How would you say your grade, because you did grade 5 theory with us, you did your theory lessons as well, of course, how specifically would you say your grade 5 theory helped you with your higher grades?
I think it definitely helps. I think once you've done the theory course, things just kind of start to click into place as to why your music is written like that, and why it goes from, you know, that key to that key. It starts to make sense, or why you've got certain notes in the right hand, and that, so it's going to be one of these couple of notes in the left hand because it's making an extended chord, or whatever it might be. And you start to feel the music a little bit more than having to rely on reading it, I think, because you just
Definitely.
you get to just intuitively know where the piece is going, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, like we've said so many times, when people sort of think, do I need to do theory? Well, you don't need to do it, but you're not going to be able to achieve your goals necessarily without it. And then there's always this argument whereby people say, oh, well, there are famous musicians who excuse me, who don't read music. No, but their skills are in such their set of unique skills are delivering exactly what they want to and what they need. And maybe they don't need or want to be able to do that. But if your skills aren't delivering the results that you want, then the theory is there to help you progress so that you can put it all together. What was your biggest aha moment through the whole process so far? I think you mentioned 96. I'm not sure if it wasn't 97 you got, Nicola. I think it was I think it was 97. 97% at grade 8 is astonishing. What was your biggest aha moment in your progress as a student? And this is at any point where you think for the first time something truly clicks. What was the biggest one of them?
It's a difficult one, that, to say a specific thing. I think it's just, like I say, it's just you start to understand the music and learning how things fit together, like the circle of fifths and everything. All major scales have a relative minor, and you can see that happening in your pieces. Yeah, it's hard to pick out one thing. Just the whole package really helps, I think, with your understanding.
Sure. I think when I started to battle through grade 5 theory, I think is the right, because I wouldn't say that my studies were a smooth learning curve at all. I think it was constant brick wall for me. I was hitting against stuff. And I think for my first biggest aha moment was that when I actually realized that it actually fits together. When you see how music fits, when you see it all starting to lock together, when you begin to see it in an integrated manner, how it looks and sounds and so on, and you think, oh, actually this does make sense, and it's not just a random collection of weird stuff that somebody came up with once.
Yeah, there's a logic to it all, and once you understand what that logic is, it just makes everything easier.
Yeah. And what would you say to anybody who was umming and ahhing about whether to take up an instrument, or perhaps even still to get on to improving their theory for pushing their studies further?
I think for anybody wondering whether to take up an instrument, I would just say that it's one of the best things that you could ever do. So why not? It doesn't matter whether, there's no pressure to do. You don't have to do the grades and the exams. You can just do it purely for fun. You can do it at your own pace. You can do whatever type of music that you want to do. I think when I was starting to sign up for lessons and things, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to be in a class with people 20 odd years, whatever, younger than me, and what if they're clever and their brains are quicker and they're going to pick it all up better than quicker than me. And it's not like that at all. You just completely go at your own pace. You don't even know what the person next to you is doing necessarily, and they don't know what you're doing or what you're up to or what you're struggling with or whatever. So I would just say 100% do it. It's so rewarding. it really is, and you know, setting yourself little milestones and achieve it. You know, like when I started, I never thought I'd get to grade 8. You know, if I get to play a couple of pieces, great. You know, but I just loved it so much and didn't want to stop. And even though I've done grade 8, I'm still not stopping. I'm looking at, you know, the oral stuff and the composition and all of that. And the theory, I think, like you said, you don't have to do it, but it really is a bonus. And it's like you learn the toolbox, you know, of music and how it works, and it really will. That'll be when things really start to click. So yeah.
The toolbox of music.
Where did I get that from?
That's awesome. That you might have to copyright that before we. I can see that being a thumbnail to a video somewhere, maybe even this video. No, you're absolutely right, Nicola. One of the things that I notice is that you've been with us for many years, and of course, so many other all our other advanced students have been with us for many years. But it never looks like a chore for you guys. You know, the students who are young and it's all exciting because they've been doing it for a few weeks and then a few months and maybe a couple of years or something, but they're still doing something which is fun, because we teach people to play an instrument. Play is a very important word there, because that's how we see it. We see it as fun. But by the time it gets to such a grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, that requires some serious dedication. But you, in my humble opinion, with the other advanced students who are up at this level, you don't look like it's hard work. You don't look like you're doing anything other than having fun. I don't see that. I just like having fun.
It is fun. It is fun. Call me a nerd, but I just love learning. And it is fun, and it's challenging, and it's rewarding when you do it, and something that you've been struggling with and you suddenly crack it. It's the best feeling.
I'm curious, what kind of stuff are you looking forward to composing? Are these specifically pure piano pieces? Because I've got a feeling you've played a couple of my cobbled together tunes in the past, because piano solo stuff is something that I absolutely love, and I end up writing all kinds of stuff because that's my job, but piano solo stuff is something I love. But how about yourself? What is it that you're looking forward to writing?
I don't know yet. I love, like, when going through the grades and the exams and stuff, if there was a more piano style piece versus the keyboard stuff, I would always go towards that. That's the kind of style that I liked the most. So probably something along those lines.
Beautiful. I will greatly look forward to those pieces. So look forward to hearing them.
I'd like to compose something where Lexi could sing along with it as well, and because she does singing vocal lessons as well.
You realize we've just set ourselves a challenge there, don't you? We are going to assist you in guiding you to a stage where that is absolutely achieved.
That'd be awesome.
Mark this time and date. Nicola said that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Nicola, it's a pleasure and honor. You're such a credit. You're an inspiration to everybody else who is trying to succeed in music. Your results are astonishing, and as I say, you're an inspiration to other students who are trying to follow in your path. Thank you for taking time out to chat to us today.
You're very welcome. Pleasure.
And if anybody would like to learn more about music theory mastering, how it can help you with your studies further, then click the link below and we'll take you through to all the information. Thanks so much indeed, Nicola. Take care. See you again soon.
You too. Bye-bye.